Hey, what is the show about?
No, she gotta go on Ethernet.
She got to plug in.
I don't really have it right. My husband is not home and he would have to set me up. You know how I am with the technical stuff. I don't even know what that is.
Her name is Fairy. That is Fairy.
I just realized that.
Turn off the mics.
Okay.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to all our friends in New York, South Florida, LA, San Francisco. And everybody's asking us about Chicago, so I guess we're going to have to do
Everyone wants us to
something
go to
about
Chicago.
that.
I think we got to go.
We got to go to Chicago?
Gotta
Are you
go
going to be on your phone?
You know, without my commercials in the
That's
front,
my
I don't have
problem.
time to do all my... It's your problem.
Yeah, I
You've been
was on my
blocked from
phone.
everything.
I don't even have my phone
You
with
have
me.
been banned from Facebook.
Yeah, I know. You
You're
notice?
in Facebook purgatory.
I am in Facebook jail.
You know why?
Why?
I don't know why. I'm asking you. Do
I
you
have
know why?
I have no idea. I think they put
I
me.
do know why.
I think they put me in Facebook jail because I got so many hits and so many followers and so many texts. They got jealous and.
You can't even make a comment, can you?
I cannot. I try to make a comment on somebody who shared our show.
You can't make a comment as you, or you can't make a comment as the cafe.
I can't make a comment. Me, the person, all of the links that I have, none of them will let me make a
And
comment.
they're answering you?
Nope. Facebook, I love you. Congratulations to Dawn. She has made the cafe set a little more
She
cafe-ish.
likes a little more cafe-ish. You know
We
what's
have-
really funny, though, is I changed the set to be cafe-ish. And today's show is, Johnny has the new graphic for today's show.
What is the graphic for today's show? Shall we have a bell? Ooh,
And
that
there
hurt
you
my
go.
ear.
We
And
are
there it is. It's the
Chit Chat-
Chit Chat Cafe.
Chit Chat Cafe on the Brooklyn Cafe Show. It is a new segment we're going to start doing on Thursdays, I think. That should be our new Thursday segment. Chit Chat Cafe, and I did not have to buy anything for the set. You know what happens when you live in your home for over 20 years?
Yes.
You accumulate stuff.
Stuff.
I have enough stuff that apparently I can set up a whole cafe here, and no one in my house even knows it's missing. I even brought a broken coffee pot because I didn't.
No.
I did
Don't
not
kill.
even know.
Don't kill the story.
I can't
You
even.
finish your piece. I'm gonna tell you the story of the day.
So today is Chit Chat Cafe at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. We're going to do a TBT. We've got Faith. We've got Jamie, Handcuff Jamie with us. We're
Handcuffs.
going to be talking with
Handcuff.
some
Say
new
hello,
guys.
Handcuff. You gotta turn it on. Yep. There you go.
Hello.
Say. No, you gotta scream into it. You got. Is it on? Yeah.
It's
scream.
on. Talk.
Red means go.
Hello.
Red means go only in your world.
No, it means go. And we have Mr.
We've got Reed on mic.
Reed?
We've got Johnny
Reed,
on the
say hello.
spot.
Say hello, Reed.
Hello, Reed.
Hello, Reed. Boy, everybody's so quiet. And then we have Johnny on the spot.
Hey, Johnny.
Hello.
So here's what I was told.
Wait a minute. I got to tell the story.
No, you can tell the story.
No,
But
no.
I want to talk to Johnny a second
Okay, go
before you
ahead.
tell the story.
Go ahead.
What I was told is we're missing that third person interaction. Do you remember that want-was?
What?
People tell me they're missing Connecticut's want-was. When you would make a joke and she'd go, want-wa.
Oh, yeah.
So we're missing some sound effects. So Reed, Johnny, pipe in anytime. Otherwise, I'm going to be throwing a duck at this man.
As a matter of
Wah-wah.
fact, I tell you what, Johnny, if you find sound effects, you have a mic, you can put it right on the mic if you have sound effects.
All right.
And Reed, do the same thing if you want to do sound effects. Reed, don't look so excited. And if I woke you up, let me know. All right.
You can find us live streaming on Facebook and Periscope today at the Brooklyn Cafe TV for Chit Chat Cafe.
Chit Chat. Now, let me tell you the story. So Dawn goes to her infinite closet, the closet
Of stuff.
of stuff, and she brings
That should be
on
another segment, by the way.
the closet
Closet
of
of
stuff.
stuff. Faith's shaking her head. Imagine how much stuff we all have in our closets. It's like Muriel Uncluttered. Stuff.
So she goes and she brings this coffee pot, right? This coffee pot, she doesn't know how to put the water in the coffee pot.
Well, it's an espresso, right? You would think you just fill the water and you pour it in. Okay, so first,
So I put the coffee, my ear got excited and popped out. So I put the coffee in there, and I say, you put it like this, and it slides in. Go. So she goes and she tries to turn the pot on with a pod, right? Not happening. And again, not happening. So I said, you know something, there's got to be something wrong. So I look at the bottom where the water is, and there's a plastic piece in there.
Is it missing?
No, the water can't go through. You didn't take the plastic out. Did you ever use this thing?
I think so.
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
know. Wait, it's still there?
Yes, it has never been used.
Why did you take it out?
Because I wanted to see how long you were going to keep trying.
You did not.
I did. I'll show it to you.
But wait, let me tell you, because not only did I try it in the middle of a meeting with a new marketer, I'm trying it, and he's looking at me, and I'm so embarrassed.
dying.
Right? So you're having this whole meeting.
I
I've
was
gone through
dying.
2 pods, 3 pods, can't get it. Finally, we go regular coffee. He goes, it's okay, I understand. How about just black coffee? Gotcha. Then you try, and you didn't tell me that story, so now I've got Faith in the back room, and she's trying. Now I'm ready to go buy a new machine.
No, we got to just take the plastic out of it. It'll work fine. I just wanted to see how long
That
you
is
get.
why I still need my ducks.
There were ducks flying. I wanted to see how long you were going to keep trying. It was the
Now
funniest
you know the
thing.
reason for the ducks.
So welcome to the.
And just to upscale the show,
Don't help her.
I took the ducks off the set, and yet everyone wanted them back. So we have a beautiful set, and the ducks are back.
And the ducks are back, and they're flying geese. You see, now that would have been the cue there for a geese sound. You know what I'm saying?
Wah, wah. There you
Okay.
go. See, Connecticut, you're always in our hearts.
You can't be a spectator. You gotta get in the game, baby. You gotta get in the game. Johnny, what happened to like a flying duck or something?
I need to find one.
You gotta find a flying
I gotta
duck.
get my phone. Okay, so today we're doing social media chat.
Chit Chat
Chit-chat.
Cafe. Chit Chat
Cafe.
Cafe.
And I feel, and I'm glad that I have 3 guys on the set with me because I'm not outnumbered. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 women on the set, so this becomes the View plus 3 guys.
The View plus 3 guys. We've got purple tulips. We've got some Valentine's Day cookies. We've got Doris Vilk. Today is February 1st. You know what's next?
March?
Valentine's Day.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Back to that thing again.
Get ready for the hormones to go crazy
Oh,
because
God.
it is all about love and all those things for Valentine's
Oh,
Day.
God.
And in the
Okay.
meantime, we'll keep throwing ducks at you.
Okay, and listen, if you want to write in, hey, Johnny, can you see the screen on the write-in? If people write in or you look on your phone. I don't have my phone.
Where's your phone?
It's in the, it's by the coffee pot that doesn't work. No, it's okay. Leave it there. Don't worry about it. I get distracted.
We've got Faith Washington. We're going to split our segments today and then bring a handcuffed Jamie on with her. TBT, Chit Chat Thursday. But we have 2 new guests with us. We have Alex
2.
and Melissa with us. So welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, you have to talk into the mic.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Hi.
I'm feeling a little more like Freddy on this set because normally I vet the guests, I know the guests, I schedule them.
Ah!
Nothing about you other than what I found out in this room. That was it. And
That was
that-
5 minutes, and then I got
re-
distracted
And
by
that
all
you
the
remind me
pretty
so
colors.
much of Bitsy. So I might call you Bitsy, but just know it's a good Bitsy.
And do you
Bitsy
know?
is Jamie's partner.
And you know, Jamie, we were talking to Bitsy this morning. I said good morning to her, and we talked about cloning her because she's so busy, right?
And here she
So
is.
I said, check out the show today.
I'll take it as a compliment.
We've
Thank
cloned
you.
Bitsy.
And they do the same. They have the same mannerisms. Scary.
And a duck.
Welcome, lady. And now she's got my bread flamingo.
You should like buy 100 ducks, and then that way you can sign them, and then the guests they can get a duck.
Great idea. Amazon, I'm coming later.
You like that idea? I was just making it up.
That's a great
Faith,
idea.
I was just.
I think it's a great idea.
Now I got to meet this young lady on Bree's show, which is Monday nights from 7 to 8 p.m.
Connections by
Connections
Aria.
by Aria. And usually Bree sings, and you're a singer, right?
I have sung in the past.
No, you're a singer.
Okay.
Okay, because I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you to sing a song before this show is over. Yeah, you're going to do that. Uh-huh. And what's the matter? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? You know why
what?
she's laughing,
I
right?
know why
I think
she's
she's
laughing.
sharing my anxiety right now. She's like we just had this little connection.
That
where she's
lady
like, oh,
over there.
It's okay.
That lady over there did her own show on Tuesday night, 7 to 8. It was the first time she was in front of a camera and everything else. And not a camera, that's not true. You were in front of cameras. It was the first time that you hosted your own show.
For an
And it
hour
was-
by herself.
And we're trying to get the technology to get her buddy up on from New York, and I don't know if it's going to work, but.
So
Did
you
you
know
have
how
fun?
you did not know you were coming on the show?
Yeah.
Jamie did not know Freddie and I were not hosting the show with her on Tuesday.
Yes.
So in she walked with a piece of paper and a co-host on screen, and she said, "You're coming in with me." I said, "I'll come in with you." She said, "You're doing this with me." I said, "No." She said, "What do you mean?" So every 15 minutes, she goes, "What am I going to talk about now?" But oh my gosh, you did great, right? The numbers were amazing.
Threw me out to the wolves.
And that's why she's laughing, because she's already been thrown to the wolves, and now he's throwing you to the wolves.
Well, that's why I brought this one on, because I figured
Yeah.
if I was going to get surprised, I would bring her with me, because we tend to do things together, which means we like throw each other under the bus all the time. It's like our new game.
Want to introduce our guests? What
Well-
they do, who they are?
I have no idea. Listen, you know me in names, right?
Alex and Melissa.
What do you think I call her handcuff? I can't even
know.
remember her name. I know Faith Washington for 2 years. You know how I know Faith Washington? George Washington and Faith. I put those together. When I see her, I look at Washington praying, and I know it's Faith Washington.
Oh my.
Now, if I had told her that she wasn't interviewing us,
Yes.
would she have shown up?
Probably not. No,
Right?
she's shaking her no. She would not have shown
She
up.
wouldn't have shown up. She would have said, I'm sorry, I broke a nail, yada, 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 yada. That was a yada, yada moment. You have a yada, yada moment?
No, she's good. He's just looking for sound effects. You've got them all
Sound
blemished
effects.
over
Get
there.
a chicken. At least get a chicken. Get something.
Alex, tell us. So you don't sing, but you do sing. What do you do?
Well, I own a branding firm called Finity Creative, and I came on Bree Gordon's show, and we were just kind of hashing out, and we were giving tips and tricks for branding yourself in the new year, and if you're starting out in business, what you should do and what you should not do. And then I didn't know Freddy at all.
At all.
At all until he said something about a dog deal. Right?
Dog deal.
It was the accent got me, and I was like, wait, what'd you say? he said I got a dog deal. And
What's
I'm
wrong
like,
with that?
Nothing's wrong.
I
with
can't
it.
say dog
love-
deal?
No, I love your accent. So
I have an accent?
No, you don't.
Do I
And
have an
we all
accent?
do, but you don't. So I'm in his office, and he's saying something about these dogs, and I'm just like, can I just sit in your office? I'm just gonna hang out right here and listen to you.
So she's laughing, standing there, says, I'm going to get this one back. I'm going to have her on the show by the end of the week. She says, we'll come out next week. I said, no, I need you this Thursday, right?
Right. Yes.
And I said, Thursday. So I kept harassing her. I said, okay, finally. So she parks around the corner and starts walking this way.
Yes, he calls me at 10 o'clock last night. They're coming on tomorrow. I said, okay. They're coming on tomorrow. And what's her name? He says, Alex. He spells her last name. I can't find her on Facebook.
That's her first name.
Well,
It was spelled wrong.
it's Alexander Corson.
Well, I don't know all that.
Yeah, well.
But I gave you the card, Dawn.
No.
But because I didn't know that this was happening, of course I call Melissa because we get each other into shenanigans all the time.
Yes.
This is how I've, joined tons of networking groups and sat on boards of things because she says,
That was
hey,
one time.
whatever. So she says,
One time. I needed a friend.
I know. Well, and I needed a friend. So
So introduce Melissa.
So
What does she know?
Melissa Leon is the director of private events for Subculture Coffee Group, which is not just coffee, but it's about 14 going on 20 restaurants around the
Restaurant
area.
nightlife.
Yeah.
Melissa León.
Yes.
Tú eres latina.
Yes. Sí.
¿Cómo estamos? Hello. She's Latin.
And she's gorgeous and looks like Eva Mendez, right?
Yes.
Is it Eva Mendez?
Who?
Eva Mendez. Yes,
so
she does.
She's,
actually.
Who's Eva
she's my
Mendes?
girl crush.
Oh, I
Right?
do know Eva Mendes. I know the actress.
Gosh.
Are you like her sister or something?
I wish.
I should wish.
You wouldn't have the money either way.
What is director
No.
of, wait, I'm
Hang out with her, though.
They just made that title up.
director of, I know it's DOPE, director of
Private events.
private events.
We just call it
DOPE,
dope.
And what does dope do?
It's dope.
What does dope do? It's dope.
What's dope do, Johnny? Johnny, don't answer that.
So within the company, we own, off the top of my head, I believe 14 locations, possibly 15 now, because they keep opening them every year. And each location is 100% completely different from the other. So we own between coffee shops, restaurants, nightclubs. Restaurants range from Italian gastropubs to Irish pubs to noodle bars.
What's a noodle bar?
A noodle bar is all kinds of noodles.
It's
Kapow.
amazing. It's Kapow. In
Kapow.
Boca and
Kapow
in
noodle
Is it
bar.
Kapow?
Kapow.
Yeah,
yes.
Kapow.
Should I punch you again?
It's
My friend
super
works
yummy.
at the one in West Palm Beach.
Who's your friend?
Her name is Paola.
Oh, I know.
She's the head of power. Okay, so let me ask you, name some of the restaurants that you private.
So starting
dope for.
north in West Palm, we have Camelot, Kapow Noodle Bar, Hullabaloo, Howley's Diner. We have Subculture Coffee.
I always forget about Howley's.
The two.
Hallie's is great.
I know, I just show up there at 4 o'clock in the morning, but I don't actually
That's a
remember.
24-hour
It's
place.
right.
Well, nobody realizes where they are at 4 o'clock in the morning. They're like, I need to
Fitzy. Tell Fitzy to tune in.
Faith, is your microphone on?
No, I don't think
It
it's.
says you have to turn it on. Because I hear you laughing, but I see you laughing.
It's a good thing.
All right, so what do you have in West Palm? I mean, you're coming down. I know you're at Dada's.
West Palm, we opened last year in July, almost the same time, Voltaire, which is a bar, and they do live bands, and they have a sushi bar inside. And downstairs is Lost Weekend, which they reopened, I believe, the third time in West
Last
Palm.
weekend, okay.
So it's a vintage pool hall. And then moving down to Delray, we have Dada, which is one.
I've never been to Dada.
What?
I've
Me neither.
never
What?
been.
So
You've
good.
been. Oh, look, he speaks.
I have never
Oh,
been
he
there.
speaks.
Is it nice?
No, I wish I went there.
Oh, you
I
haven't
always
gone there
see it,
either?
yeah, I always see it going down, but like I've never been
Thank you. Now that was good. Who did that? Who put that in? Johnny?
That was Johnny.
Get that man a raise. So you haven't been there either?
I have not.
Okay, that makes 14 of us.
That's horrible.
You been there? Oh, you've been everywhere.
I love that place.
Where haven't you been?
Everybody loves Dada.
And you've
I've
never
I've never been.
You've never been either.
I've never been. I
We
never-
gotta
Oh, we're going. You're coming.
Yeah,
We're going.
Do,
There
do
we
you,
go.
do you know one of the reasons
Do a
I don't
radio
go?
show from Dada.
Well, one of the reasons I don't go to Dada's is because it's always packed.
That's a good thing.
It's a great thing, right?
Now
but
you
it's
know
packed.
somebody, and now I can.
Oh, I know it's somebody.
You haven't in.
Because she's dope.
Exactly.
She's dope.
And you've got the
Boom.
Dubliner.
The Dubliner. Also
In Meisner?
Yes. Also in Delray Beach, we have Honey, which is a club. And then we have another coffee shop.
Now
And
hold it, time out. You have Honey, the club, the nightclub?
That's where I started.
Really?
That's where I met her.
Yeah, that surprised me. You're at Honey, okay, whatever. That's why you're at 4 o'clock in the morning. Honey, okay, I will leave that alone. Then moving on. You know Honey? No, you don't know Honey. Okay, moving on. What else you got? Dada, anything else in Atlantic?
On Atlantic, no. We have, moving to Boca, we have Dubliner Irish Pub and the original Kapow.
That's the kapow I know, in Meisner. Now, the Dubliner, my kids love the Dubliner. It's that Irish thing, and they start drinking, and then they start singing, karaoke
Yes.
style. Bree sings at the Dubliner. She had her event to raise money, and she's never going to forgive me because I couldn't make it that night.
She sang at the Dubliner?
Yeah.
She did karaoke.
She did.
that doesn't surprise me.
She
She
did karaoke. I think
raised.
she came in second.
I think she raised money that night, like $5,000. Oh, you didn't know
It was
that?
for
Oh, when?
Alzheimer's, wasn't
Hey,
it?
dope!
I know,
I got the
it was
It
connection,
was for
dope.
Alzheimer's. It was a couple of months ago, Brie Gordon. And she's going to be with us next Friday.
Yes, and she's gonna bring the guitar. And she starts singing and making fun of me. We're gonna have a war.
Do you know what happened, though?
What?
I actually texted her to see if she's really coming next Friday or if it was a Freddyism.
What's a Freddyism?
A Freddyism of booking. Sometimes you book Brie and you don't really book Brie. And then the day before I confirmed, he never really booked me. So I actually called
Well, I got
her,
a witness that
and
I
they're
booked
laughing.
that.
Yeah.
Didn't I book her?
And they're laughing.
Because you're coming too.
Yes.
And you guys are gonna sing on the set.
What is this with the me singing? I haven't sung since I was in like college.
You told me you sang all
I
the time.
sing. I do on my own in the shower, in the car.
Well,
when I'm
okay,
embarrassing
everybody's
my child.
invited. Everybody's invited to her shower so we can hear her sing.
The
All right,
singing's
that's
new to
kind
me
of
too.
creepy.
I'm like,
ain't it?
wait, what?
Oh,
We're
yeah,
sing-
no,
You're
no.
singing?
Oh,
I
I'm
get in a
on
lot of trouble.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we did a horrible cover to like.
That was good. You gotta get it closer though. That was good. Look at Faye. Hey, Handcuff, your mic working? Your mic is working?
No, she's turning it on and off.
Or you turn it? No, leave it on because I want to hear you laugh.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. So what do you sing too, right, Handcuff?
No.
Yes, you do.
Hear me sing?
Yes, you do. That's going to be the new frontier. We're like Star Trek. Okay.
Karaoke.
People have to
Start a
sing to
band.
get on.
We should do.
Oh.
We should hold a karaoke event at one of your restaurants, right? We bring people
Yes.
on. We bring all the hosts on. Holy smokes!
Yes.
And everybody comes in. They got to sing a karaoke song. Yeah,
You and
you're
I
going to
do
be
a
first.
duet.
No, I'm not singing.
Sunny and
I have to
Sherry
run the
do a duet.
camera. Somebody got to run the
We
camera.
got Johnny, we got Reed, we got Sam.
And we'll raise some money for a charity. You know, maybe for the dogs or something.
How about the dog deal?
the dog deal.
Let's do
The dog deal.
The
I should
dog.
do the
You
dog
know
deal.
what? Speaking of the dog deal, I should tell everyone about the dog deal.
Yes. Oh, I got something for you.
You do?
Yes. I was giving the ladies a tour, and the gentleman that does the
Jay Harmon.
Yes, Harmon,
Yes.
which I wish I should know because it's like Linda's last name. He has said that he will help PR a home for
For
that
Norman?
dog, for Norman.
We have that picture, Johnny, the flyer.
Do you still have it?
Norman is with the Everglades Angels Dog Rescue, and they are having a big event, and we are here to kick it off and launch it. It's February 18th it's another restaurant, but it's Anthony's Coal Fire Pizza in Delray Beach. It is from 11 o'clock until 10 o'clock p.m. on that Sunday night.
That's right.
Everglades Angels Dog Rescue, they are a non-for-profit, a 501c3, and they desperately need donations. It costs $20 a day to
not
keep
Norman.
these dogs.
Good for him.
They're in kennel because they cannot find homes for 30 dogs.
There's
And
Norman.
Norman is really, he's been in
How
a
old
kennel
is
for
Norman?
two.
Two.
He's two. He's been in a kennel for a year and a half.
They saved his life, so they're not going to put him to sleep.
I have a pound puppy, so they just,
But we need somebody to help Norman out. So he said that he would draw something. He says he would PR it. He'll do whatever he can. He's a big dog lover.
And they've got puppies, they've got all kinds of breeds. People just leave their dogs in the Everglades. They open their doors in their car and
I
just
hate
let
that.
them out.
Yep.
They have 30 dogs that are ready for adoption, and they're
And
living
puppies
in
and all
local
sorts of things.
veterinarian clinics. And if we have a vet, Freddie made a deal. Any vet that will offer services to these dogs, even for free. I know these other clinics are doing discounted services. And Stephen from Badass Running Company, I know you own pet food and pet companies because you reminded me and commented. So if you can offer your services to these dogs, 1-800-511-DOGS. D-O-G-S, not the way Freddy spells it, 1-800-511-DOGS. And save the date, it is February 18th at Anthony's Coal Fire Pizza.
You know-
and it is dog friendly, it's dog friendly.
I'm gonna Me Too you.
It's dog
I'm
friendly.
gonna Me Too you. First of all, I spell it D-A-W-G-S because I'm Puerto Rican.
Which is why we don't spell it
Do
your
you
way.
see the way we have to be shrunk here? Why? Because I speak a little strange?
They're never going to get through if you spell
They
it your
get
way.
through, just and you give me a call. If you're a vet, come and visit us at 1440 and you get through. I will put you on the air if you give up your services for free
You
for
mean
these
a
animals.
veterinary clinic, not
A vet. I take
Just
anything I
any
can
vet,
get.
You're gonna let somebody like come on the sidewalk and
Well,
do
you-
something for the dogs?
Well, a vet doesn't live on the sidewalk. A vet, you know how
Well,
much
you
a
said
vet
any
charges?
vet. You're like,
Any vet,
she
not a
said
veteran,
veterinarian.
a veterinarian.
Oh my goodness.
A veterinarian.
Bitsy, since you're watching us, we now have found your clone from this morning. Freddie
You
works
have
very
been
quickly.
cloned.
Bitsy, you have been cloned.
Put the
because you are
picture
not
on that
here.
woman over there.
I'm gonna
Put the picture on that woman.
tell
There you go. Say hi to Bitsy.
Hi, Bitsy.
No, you're on that camera
oh, wait,
over
I'm
there.
on that camera. Hi.
That
Sorry.
camera too. Say hello to Bitsy. There's your clone. You see, she asked me, can you clone me? There you go. So she's going to say there is no other Bitsy, which I know her.
Bitsy's talking handcuff. Hey,
She
John.
said that, right? She said that?
That's what she'll say.
She'll say it.
She says handcuff.
Okay.
So save the date, February 18th, and the dogs. It's all about the dogs. Everglades Angels Dog Rescue. Any donations, you do let the dogs out. Any donations you can make would be amazing because it costs $20 per day to keep the dogs in these kennels. And they have water bowls, they have flip-flops that Freddie wants to use as like a Frisbee.
I want
you
a
can throw it
flip-flop
out
shoe.
And bring it back.
You throw the flip-flop, it goes into like a motion of a Frisbee, and the dog chases it and brings it back.
The dog.
The dog.
So thank you for reminding us about the dog, Bitsy. Bitsy number 2.
So
Bitsy,
that's,
I'm Bitsy number 1 now?
Bitsy
Poor
two.
Bitsy. She's
So-
gonna be really upset, you guys.
so we had signed it there. Okay, so let's get back to the restaurant. So you are now the dope.
Not the
Not
dog.
the dope.
She's
She's just
the-
dope.
She's just dope.
You dope.
Yes.
Director of Private Events for Subculture.
Yes, and don't look at me that
For
way.
subculture.
So when you do your thing, what do you do?
It depends. Every event is completely different. Every detail is different. Every desire is different, and every location is different. So depending on which location they're coming to, and what type of event it is, and what party it is. Like Dubliner, we have karaoke. It could be
So
an
they come to
option.
you, like if I wanted to plan an event, I go to you?
Yes.
Oh, that's
She hosted a Star Wars wedding.
Yes.
really?
Like Star Wars, like straight up Star Wars
At
at
which
Honey.
location? At Honey.
At
Yeah.
Honey, yes. I've
Jeez,
hosted.
that doesn't
I've
surprise
married
me at
two people
Honey's.
at Honey. I've had receptions. I've had many bar mitzvahs. I've had two favorites. My one favorite bar mitzvah was
Thug.
it was called a thug mitzvah. The boy wanted now man.
A thug
Had his
life.
bar
Right,
mitzvah.
he's a man now.
He's a man now. So he wanted a thug themed bar mitzvah.
Thug?
Thug.
Thug.
Like a thug life.
Thug
Thug
life.
life.
It's funny, you
dope.
hold all of these things, though, and this one seems to go to every single one of them.
I just know. I just support.
Yes.
Do you go to them?
I go to some.
Do you know the
Yes.
picture of me with the pole?
I'm afraid to ask.
I think we had it on one of our shows.
Oh, God.
Wait, it was at Honey.
It was at
We
Honey.
don't have
I leave you, there's a pole.
No, it's not at Honey.
It
You've
might
never
be
been to
holding
Honey,
up
it's in
the
West
ceiling.
Palm. No,
No,
you-
it's here. It's on Atlantic.
Honey? No.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you know where 32
Oh, then you were
East is?
there.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, I'll find you the picture.
Oh, this is different Honey then. Oh, my bad.
Uh-oh, where'd
my
you
God.
go?
Where
Yeah,
did
what
I
honey
go?
were
It's
you?
right.
Where are
That's
you
what I'm
going?
saying. What? Where did I go? Wrong place, wrong
It's a
time.
fundraiser for Spanish River High School.
Oh, so you were at a pole that doesn't exist.
Maybe it was just holding up the ceiling.
It's a structural beam.
It was just a structural beam, and for me, it was.
Were you there when they were building it?
You know, it was like you take a beam down, like that one over there. At least.
Oh, God, you are too much.
That's like a straight up column.
I was at a pole that isn't there anymore.
In the patio. Yes, we know where that's
Those
at.
are columns.
No, this was inside. This is inside. Okay, anyway.
If we had a commercial, I'd show. We could put it up, but we don't.
That's funny. That is
There was
hilarious.
an event here. It was Delray Achievement Center, the Boys and Girls Achievement Center, and a lot of your restaurants were represented. There was Kapow was here, Dada was here,
Yes.
and I think there was one other. I think we had 3. Dubliner was here. They were outside. And that was, I didn't realize you were all under the same umbrella as the parent company.
Yes, it's funny because, like I said, every location's so different, so they don't put 2 and 2 together. A lot of people realize Dubliner and Kapow are together because every time we host large events, we always team up. Like Movember is one of our biggest events that we put on in Meister Park. We just team up for that, and they become one.
What can we do for February?
Oh, wait a minute.
We've got handcuff over here for
Wait a
Valentine's
second.
Day.
Hold on a second. Hold on. So you have all these restaurants, and you do events at all these restaurants. So the gallery here, the Art of Del Rey, wants to be on your map, on your radar, because, man, what a job you got. I'm going to wake up and go to Dada's, and I'm going to go to... I mean, what a job that is. You know what that is? I mean, you can mug this chick and take her car, because your job is fantastic.
Thank you. I think so.
You're all over the place today.
Well, she
Think
made
about
her
what
job.
she does.
But then again, I'm at Poland Honey, so I can't.
That's right. You should talk.
And I can't put the water in a coffee pot. I
And,
can't even talk today.
and I know Doc is watching. I don't know what pole you were at, but it wasn't honey.
was
Sometimes
there.
that much. But what a job you have, right? Because you hold events for people. And I guess you go to every place you go, you have to visit, see if there's any updates, anything changes, and
Yes.
things of that nature. What a job she got.
I do have a very fun job. I'm very lucky.
It's the best. How long you been doing it? She can't
3.5
remember.
years.
Really?
Yes. When Honey opened, I originally was hired as Honey's event manager, and I did floor management. So I was there for the first 1.5 years, and then in that last 1.5 years, I took on the other location.
And they gave you that title?
No, they made the title.
They did.
They made the
I
title.
was telling you the story earlier. Like, I never liked titles. I like hiding in the shadows and just making sure things happen. And because I have the most amazing staff wherever I go. I always tell them, you guys make me look good. So I always put them front runner for everything. And then they told me, they're like, okay, you're the director of private events. And I was like, okay. And I'm like, oh, great, another title. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. I was like, I'm gonna be dope. I'm like. So I just ran with it. It's on my business cards and everything.
So how many total do you have? I have an idea. How many total?
Well, the restaurant umbrella, I believe, has 14.
Okay,
We were
that's
counting
more
them
than
the
enough.
other day because sometimes we're always like 14,
But last
15,
weekend
14.
and the other one down in Miami too. But you don't do those.
No,
events,
I don't again, we have Miami as well, but I don't go down there. It runs itself. It's been there for 21 years, so it kind of does
But
its
up
own
here
thing.
you have about 12 that you are involved with, 10, 12, something like that?
I believe I do 8.
8?
So I'm able to do the other ones. It's just when it comes to catering and planning parties inside the locations, that they just really may not be on the map as much as the others.
When we moved here, everyone kept saying, you need to go to Subculture Coffee. And they were explaining to us exactly where it is, and we haven't
I
gotten
remember
there. Because we were looking to brand our own coffee. They said the teas are amazing, and we just have to go.
Can you imagine me picking beans to brand my own coffee? That's not happening.
You
Didn't happen.
don't have to pick the beans.
I never got the coffee either.
You're not Juan Valdez. Freddie Santor. Oh, I found Brooklyn Cafe coffee, by the way.
You found Brooklyn Cafe coffee?
Yes.
All right.
But that's a whole
Stay
other thing. We
focused,
got to
yeah,
go to
stay focused.
Subculture.
But my idea was that you can have a restaurant, you can go to each one of these restaurants and do a show from
Do
there.
restaurant crawl.
Ooh.
It's not bad.
I left
Damn.
everyone silent.
What about like a radio
We gotta write this
progressive
down.
dinner?
Is somebody writing all this down?
Just like have,
It's in
you have one
perpetuity
thing
on
at
Facebook.
You
one
see,
place,
I knew
one
you
thing
were
at
here
another
for a
place,
reason
one
and
thing
you
at
brought
another
your
place.
sidekick.
Progressive dinner
I'm just her sidekick. I
at
just
the
make-
restaurant.
But think about that. That
But
is so
that would be
cool.
super fun, right? Just doing a progressive.
And then we
dinner.
invite everybody, invite all the hosts, everybody to come down, have a big party on this thing,
Can the
and
dogs
that would be
come?
good for
The
them.
dogs can come.
I don't know. You
too.
gotta ask her about the
Some are
dogs.
dog friendly.
They could go to Dada.
You are dog friendly?
Some.
So,
Well,
if not, then we just bring them here
Figure
and
it out.
Dan can take care of them. No, I'm only kidding, Dan. Only kidding. Only kidding.
Yes,
We
the
have
dogs
patios.
can come.
But then
So
wouldn't
we'll
that be
do a whole
cool?
progressive dinner. Do you know what a progressive dinner is?
I have no idea.
I know you have no idea because
I
you
have
once
no idea.
asked me
Yeah.
what it was,
What is it?
and then she said it, and I'm impressed that you remember my answer.
What is
He
it?
has no idea.
I have no
no
idea.
clue.
What's a progressive dinner?
Johnny, you know what a progressive dinner is?
A dinner that progresses.
You know, you're good.
Well, we progressively
Hey, Reed,
have
do you
more,
know?
more and more alcohol
Pass.
involved.
A progressive dinner.
Wait, handcuff. You know what
Handcuff?
progressive dinner is?
No, I don't.
Faith Washington.
Really?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something. I'm I don't want to say this out loud, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 very intelligent people in this room that do not know what progressive.
Well, we must
Well, the 3
educate.
people on this side of the table all know.
Yeah, you guys are a little brighter.
So the progressive dinner is you start at one location with an appetizer
No, that's
or
a
a
crawl.
drink. And then you go to the next one, and you progress, as Johnny said, through your meal. And then you go someplace else for your dinner, and
But-
someplace
but-
else for your dessert,
yeah, but
and
they're too
someplace
far
else for your
apart.
coffee.
You would have to keep them grouped because you're not going to go from here to there to here.
So
there.
we
Well,
keep
you
them
could
on
do the West
Delray.
Palm one, or you could do the Delray one.
Yeah, but if you have like 3 or 4 like next to like the Dubliner, it does not around
Or we
anything.
could
And
do a
Dada and the
scavenger
Dubliner are
hunt.
very
You
far.
could do a scavenger hunt, and you have
Take
to
it
go to
easy.
each place.
If we start doing this, we're going to lose half the crowd when they go from point A to point B. Trust me on
Do you
that one.
remember? But wait, I have another idea. There is that
Should make a laugh.
bike. That does
Like
the-
this one on
Yes,
Fifth Avenue.
exactly.
There's the bike that
I
does the
did
bar
do that.
crawl, and it's
No.
this
Yes.
huge-
No.
It's not
40
anybody.
people.
Wait,
I've
in
never-
Delray, right?
Yeah.
What if it like 10 people on it?
No, I've never had to work so hard to get a buzz in my entire life.
You guys
I will
worked it
never-
off?
Oh,
No.
yes, I know that gentleman who runs that. Yes,
too.
it's a lot of hard work.
It's a lot of hard work, especially if you're in like
You're
West
never-
Palm going up.
You never
Clematis,
get a
that
buzz
hill
because you're
steep.
constantly.
Can you have a plane crashing?
You're
See
constantly
that one?
pedaling.
I wanted to do that too. I wasn't going to pedal. I was going to say, okay, you pedal. And you pedal. There you go.
There you go. But that's I want to say a bar crawl. That's a progressive dinner. You start at one place and then you move to the other location.
Or if we find one that has a motor to it, and you don't have to move
It's
the
called
pedals.
a car.
It's a vehicle.
No, it's a vehicle. You put everybody like a. Don't you throw that duck. It holds more. It holds a lot of people, so everybody will be crawl. Never mind. We'll think of something. But wouldn't it be cool to be able to hit the different restaurants with a different theme? Was what I was going to say. My friend got married as a Star Trekker, Corpy, and don't laugh. His name is Corpus. In Texas, he lives. In Arizona,
Corpus
and he
Christi,
we used to
Texas?
call him Corpus Christi. But he got married as a Star Trekker, and he wore the ears and all this, and the whole wedding deal. Everybody, I didn't go to the wedding, it was in Arizona. Everybody came in as a Trekkie. It was the most strangest wedding I've ever seen.
That could be fun. Not as a Trekkie though.
It could be fun. You can do theme outs at the different restaurants. You could do fundraisers at different restaurants. Different people are going to want to get involved. Just can't pedal.
Can't pedal, and we can just do our show from everywhere else.
Yeah, and we can put that whole thing together.
Faith, have you ever been to any of those restaurants?
No,
Not. See, we got to go.
You're going to now.
Handcuff.
I don't get out.
Kevin, honey.
She's been to Honey too.
Were you-
Do you know my pole?
I
Wait.
know that pole.
She knows my pole.
You were at
I do.
Dublin. You were
Yeah.
at the,
She knows.
oh, you were at the pole?
She's got the
I know
pole.
where
You
the
took a
pole
picture of the pole too?
She's handcuffed Jamie,
So
and I got the pole.
now you got handcuffs. You're doing poles. We got to talk. It's like a secret life to you.
They're so not.
They were so nice.
How can people find you, Melissa, if they want more information on planning and events?
Dope.
Dope.
They can find me on our website. It's subculture.org.
That's it?
It's pretty easy.
And they
Or
just look you up, or do you look up Dope, or how do they find you?
Is there a phone number they can call if they want to?
you can call me directly on my cell. It's 954-254-3865.
And if we're going to find Bitsy number 2, Alex?
Well, if they want to find the company, yeah?
Yes.
Yes. If
Wait,
they,
which
if they want
one?
to find the company, it's Finity Creative and
It's who, what?
Finity.
Finity
Like-
or Xfinity?
No.
It's
no.
Finity.
Xfinity and I have a love-hate relationship.
Yes, me
because
too.
They don't work, so I went to AT&T versus horrible. Anyway, but Finity Creative, I have a branding firm, and it's finitycreative.com. Not infinity, but Finity, because there's a finite solution for every problem, so that's why I did that. Or you can reach me on via phone at 407-683-4241. And I'm all over Facebook as well. So
And you work internationally and nationally, not just locally.
correct.
That's right.
It's
She
all,
likes
it's
to
all
make it big.
digital marketing, so I can kind of help anybody anywhere as long as they can pay for it.
Now we're not
us.
gonna take all the air out of your bag because you have to come back next Friday.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna do this again, and you're gonna tell us about all
Sure.
those
Again.
stories. But I have a few questions that I wanted to ask you
Sure.
because relatively you're young.
Is it about me being Bitsy number 2?
No.
Okay, because I don't have
We
the
can
answers.
do that,
I
but
don't
that
have
wasn't.
those answers.
That wasn't.
We would
No.
need to do with Bitsy number 1
No,
here.
I
also,
wanna
right?
just-
Like a side by side.
No, there's something about the current market of branding and things that are going on right now, which I know that you're an expert on because I heard the conversations you had at the studio, and I want to touch on that. It's very important. So next Friday,
Tune
when
back
you're here
in.
with Bree, Bree will be singing, and then we're going to do a little interview with you, and I want to get into that whole branding piece because I think you're brilliant.
Thank
I really
you.
do. I think you have You have your finger on the pulse and you know what's going on.
Uh-oh, Faith's got that look.
And it comes.
You know what that look means?
I don't know. We're going to
It means
commercial.
we're getting ready for the Faith Washington show tonight, and she's in work mode. I see her brain. I see her brain like gearing up. She shifts into branding, and she's looking at her differently. You see the shift in her face?
I heard the grinding of the gears.
The Faith Washington show is tonight. Next thing you know, she's going to be calling Alex over here. I know.
Yes. Well, Alex, actually, if we can do anything to help you, we also have a network on our side. We're not like the other people, but we have people, everybody wants a branding idea. There is no such thing as a bad idea. There's just no ideas.
I'm going to buy ducks and sign them.
I think that's fabulous.
They're my new
You're,
branding.
you're known as the person with the ducks.
They tell me you're known as the duck lady.
Go on.
No, the duck
All right,
lady.
we're going to switch our set out. We're not going to commercial
No, we're going to
break,
stay on the air. We're going
though.
to
But I want
switch
to
out.
bring Handcuff over.
Okay, we're going to switch out just on the air. Just
That's
keep
it.
going.
We just keep going. Bring
We're not-
Handcuff over.
We're not going to.
Thank you, ladies.
We're not going to go to commercial or anything else. We're going to just hang
And
out.
Alex will be back with us next week,
Yeah.
and we'll have Melissa. We'll plan an event. We can do a progressive dinner.
Now you guys don't have to leave. You can hang out if you
We're
want to
gonna
hang
hang
out.
out.
They're gonna hang out.
And
Have
so I'll
some
give
cookies.
you. We'll give you get the ducks off that chair so she doesn't squeak when she sits.
That was the whole plan.
She's hoarding the ducks over there.
And why don't you give? Let's get the ladies a mic.
Chit-chat
Handcuff, give her your
Thursday.
mic.
Faith, move on
Faith, move
over.
over. Yeah. And as you can tell, we're doing this on the
And I don't think
fly.
we've gotten Bianca. Have we found Bianca yet?
No,
still
we can't hear her.
yet.
We have to come up with another system.
All right, we'll have to ask Gio for that.
Bring over one more.
There you go.
And do you have another mic? Give another mic.
Got another mic. This is a very busy corner of the world over here, isn't it?
Yes.
How do you like our new set, ladies?
I love it.
I know.
Get closer
everything's
to the
empty.
microphone there, Handcuff.
Everything's
Ah,
empty.
the lady.
I gotta fill it. I'm
Make
gonna
sure the
go out and
red
do
light
this
is
espresso
on. Is the
machine.
red light on?
Uh-oh, we all got
Is the red light on?
Red light's on.
Everybody's
Okay.
got ducks.
And move my bag so there's seats there so they can sit and relax. And Handcuff, let me ask you a question. What is that chair holding?
A tray.
A tray of what?
Melissa, your phone is
goodies
next
from
to the mic.
Daphne.
Thank you.
Oh, this is my thing is from Daphne. She sent me a
Oh,
tray.
you don't know what you got
the
from
water.
Daphne. You've
She
got-
sent me a tray.
No, your water. Oh,
Your
I thought you
water.
meant the purple bag.
What's the? Hold on. What's the tray for?
The tray is for products that we didn't
We
set
have
up.
products.
We didn't set it up.
We didn't set it up.
No.
So welcome to the Chit Chat Cafe.
Yep.
Oh, you know something? You know what we could have done? We could have put on a song and put this logo Chit Chat while we moved the set around. Okay, we're not very professional today.
Because you're all over the place.
Because I could have
today.
set the tray up.
We can still set the tray up.
So we
Oh,
need to
we-
set the tray up.
Yeah, let's set up. Yeah, make sure that the camera shot. Oh, there you go.
Play.
You like that Chit Chat Cafe?
Who did that?
I did.
I'll help you.
You did.
I did that.
That's
Are you
pretty cool.
impressed?
I am.
My daughter says, Mom, how'd you do that?
Let's get your products up here so we can talk a little bit about your products. Oh, you're gonna put them on a tray too?
You know, I'm very excited, though, to have Faith Washington back on set with us.
Okay, you
because
can take that off.
Faith has not been with us for a few
There you
weeks, and you have had this crazy flu that's been going around. And it's just unbelievable how sick everybody gets, because it's not a 10-day flu, it's weeks.
You know
Yeah,
what?
it
Why
was
don't you
2
sit
weeks.
there?
My
Right?
daughter and I had it for 2
Sit.
weeks.
And how's everyone doing
Yeah,
now?
you can sit there.
Better. A little bit of a cough for me and some breathing stuff with her, but otherwise, we're good.
But you know what I wanted to talk about for Chit Chat Thursday, and I thought of it when we had Handcuff on the show on Tuesday, what it was like when you did your first Faith Washington show.
Do you remember your
Do you
first
remember
show?
your first show?
I remember your
I
first
do.
show.
I do. It was really fun.
I
It was
remember
really
you were
fun.
so psyched when you came off that set. I thought you were gonna jump out the 5th floor window and just keep flying home. I was like, holy smoke!
I remember my first show with you. I sat on my hands.
Yeah,
Do
you
you
were like
remember?
a mummy. So I reach over and I go, what's wrong with your hands?
I sat with my hands in my lap.
She was like this.
Because the person who booked me to come on told me, don't talk with your hands. You need to keep your hands still. It adds more credibility. So I didn't talk with my hands. And he says to me in commercial break, what's wrong with you? What do you mean?
Can you do that for us again?
I don't even know if I can do it.
Can you do it?
No, you can't.
Do it again.
He says, what's wrong with your hands? I said, well,
Do it
this
again.
woman who booked me told me not to talk with my hands. He says, you have
can
to
sit
talk
there.
with your hands. But talking with my hands is why we have so much space here, because I'm so much bigger than life. And my wand and all the evolution. And then you threw me into that first show by myself.
Yeah.
My dress was too big. You told me I looked like Mary Poppins. I didn't even know how to start the show.
Yeah.
Right, all those things.
What's wrong with that?
Well, nothing. I'm just thinking about TBT. We go back in
TBT?
time. TBT.
Put your hands down. Let me
Which made me
see.
think of it when Jamie had her first show.
Put your hands down. Hey, Jamie. Jamie. Get the camera on Jamie. I want everybody to see her face. Jamie, look into the camera too. Let me ask you a question. When I said to you you're going to be interviewing yourself, what was the look you gave me? Come
Yeah,
on.
I was pretty terrified.
No, give me the look. Show me the look. Show me the look.
The look?
Yeah, what'd
It
you?
was that one.
She
Deer in
couldn't.
headlights look.
She was like, "How do I get the hell out of here?"
Where do I go? How do I run away?
But you went through it. You did very
did.
well. Faith Washington also
did.
first time, and she did very well. It's different when you have to interview. You have to be the interviewer. See, I get to
Yeah.
bounce things off of Dawn, but I mean, I've done stuff with myself.
No big deal.
It's no big
It's
deal.
like job 5,725.
No, and then I lose my train of thought. So
Jobs
that's
to
the
go for
biggest
you.
problem. What?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Huh?
But the bottom line here is that you just keep going because nobody in the room knows
No one knows. That's right.
that you're making a mess out of everything, right?
Right.
But Faith Washington is on Thursday tonight.
Yeah,
What do you got
can't
cooking
wait.
tonight?
Oh my goodness. Barbara Beckler is coming on. She owns a company called Living Waters that is a rejuvenation med spa, and she offers
Ooh.
things that are just a giant menu of services, and she is one of the kindest, sweetest, most genuine people that you would ever meet, and stunningly gorgeous. So when you meet her and you walk into this spa, it's like walking into a whole nother world, and she will do everything she can to make you feel comfortable. My daughter and I were so sick when we went to see her. It was at the end of the flu, and she welcomed us in and took care of us, and the next day we felt great.
What'd she do for you?
She gave us rehydration therapy, something really
Like
You know,
an IV?
I've seen
super simple.
this.
Super simple. If we would have gone to the hospital, we would have waited 6 to 10 hours, and we would have spent thousands of dollars and felt miserable and probably
you heard
got
of this
another
therapy?
infection.
No, I haven't.
You know,
And-
the amazing thing, Brasilia does it, and East Coast,
East-West
West
physicians,
does it.
yes.
And what they do is they take IV fluids and they put it in
I
your
don't know,
arm,
is it IV therapy?
It's IV
Oh,
therapy.
it is IV, okay.
and they
and-
give you vitamin C and everything else. It was
Vitamin
just on the
C,
news.
B vitamins, etc. There are different formulations for whatever's going on.
Right, they do a test to
And
see what you're missing.
It was
It's amazing.
absolutely incredible. The next day, after 2 weeks of feeling like we're going to die,
Right.
we felt better.
Yep.
I was like, whoa.
it speeds up the healing process.
Exactly. The first thing I said is, Barbara, you have to come on my show. She's like, oh, okay.
How'd you find her?
Somebody
had mentioned
coughed up a lung in front of her store.
Right, rehydration therapy. So I looked it up online, and then I saw, oh, I remembered, you know something? Right next to the little chalet, there's this place, this water place. And then I thought, okay, let me think of the name of it, Living Waters. Okay, so I looked them up, called her up, and she actually called in her practitioner and made an appointment for my daughter and I special that day.
Really?
That's awesome.
She is, I'm telling you folks, Barbara is above and beyond what you'd ever expect. I would go there for anything.
How can they find your show tonight?
Oh, tonight, the Faith Washington show. Page of Facebook, Periscope, we're live on 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, and the iHeartRadio app, just like you guys.
iHeartRadio.
Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna give you a quick story. I went to IV therapy 3 years ago by the person, Liz, that she was
That
putting.
booked me for your show?
Yeah, she had a client, and she said, Freddie, come with me, because we had never heard of this. This is 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I walk into this beautiful place because certain people have told me you have to watch infection when you do this and all that other
Right.
craziness, right? This guy was waiting for me. He was masked up. He had gloves. So I said to him, what are you doing? He says, I'm going to give you the IV. And first they had to do a blood test to see what you need and the whole nine. So I said, this looks kind of scary. He says, well, you don't want infection. And they sanitized the room. I never seen anything like that. So I don't know if the guy's still in business, but that therapy is amazing. So it was on the news the other day. Just came out about how people are getting healthy. And the reason I'm bringing all this stuff up is because we have Handcuff here, who's gonna, somebody laid this out very nice for you.
Alternative
Did a
healing.
great
This
job.
do you have like a brand? Do you have like a branding expert
Right
helping
next
you?
to me. I just met her. She's amazing. Hired.
Look how beautiful that looks on screen, too.
It looks really, really
Yeah.
cool.
Right?
That was the easiest job I ever
Easiest
got.
thing
Right
ever.
here, I'm like a window display person.
Isn't it amazing how I mean, we went from what's that trade doing here to voila.
Jamie did such a great job on Tuesday night, and we threw her in, and when I met Jamie, we talked about Bitsy Bottoms. And when we were talking, she goes, oh, and I have 5 other businesses. So Bitsy Bottoms turned into Canaway and CBD and Sticker Shop Girl and Storks and Signs, and I don't even know how many other businesses you have. But anti-inflammatories and alternative healing and this product from Canaway, because the ingredients, we always say all supplements are not created equal. And now your third-party testimonial is Daphne from Health and Vitamin Concepts. I say, like, you're Mikey. If he likes, hey, Mikey, he likes it. Well, Freddie likes it, and Daphne loved it. It passed all the tests, and she's now carrying it in her store. So you want third-party validation, it does not get any better than Daphne from Health and Vitamin Concepts. And here's Jamie, and here's Jamie. Tell us about these products.
So have them, well, first we can go back to and pull up that show, but I don't know if I want people watching that.
We'll go back and say,
I'm going to start running here if you don't.
You're going to start.
what is CBD, and how does CBD differ from marijuana? So I'm just going to cut right to the chase.
Yeah, let's go right to the chase. CBD comes from the hemp plant, not the marijuana plant. So hemp plant is tall and stocky plant. Marijuana plant is a low, bushy plant grown indoors. We take everything from the hemp plant. It's very high in CBD, low in THC, whereas obviously the marijuana plant is high in THC, low in CBD. So all of our products are a hemp-based supplement. So you get the healthy side of things, but not the high.
I heard today.
Healthy, no high.
I know. But I heard today, first of all, you guys import your hemp oil. It's not grown in the U.S.
Yes. So there's 3 criteria to make it legal.
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 This is very important.
And that's in every single state that it's legal, not just the ones that are regulated.
So this company, we are able to sell legally in all 50 states, and we're in 22 countries in Europe.
And explain the reason why. There you go.
Yes, because our hemp has to be grown in Europe. So all of our hemp is imported from Austria. Okay, that's the first criteria. Second criteria is it must be extracted from the stalk of the hemp plant, not the aerial parts. So we follow that law. And then the third is the THC in the product cannot be more than 0.3%.
Now, I heard today that without that 0.3%, the oil will not be functional. It won't work. It'll just turn into water. Is that true?
That's not true.
Were you in the same meeting as me?
That's what he said. He says one thing won't work without the other.
No.
That's what he said.
No.
I'm going to bring him back.
And this is why
hold on. I will bet you $10. That's what he said.
I'll bet you.
Okay.
And this is why I had to double check with Bree to see if she was really coming on next Friday.
Why?
Because it's not what he said.
That is what he said.
What he said was medicinal marijuana, and he said it does not work without the THC on the CBD. He said because if you take all of it out, and I know it's incorrect because I know you have the Pure, and your Pure has no THC, not even the 0.3. It has none. So I know he's incorrect, but he mentioned nothing about water.
Because he's never heard of a product like this.
Correct.
But he said, incorrectly, from what I understand,
The processing.
that you have to have some THC, otherwise it doesn't work. But anyway, that's irrelevant. We'll get
But
him
they
on and
have
ask
the
him.
Pure that has none.
Now-
Not even the 0.03.
Now, you have products. I've taken your product, which
Yes.
is really the best. It's legal, so that means that, what does it mean that it's legal? And then I have a question for Dope over here. I have a question, a Latino-based question, because among Hispanics, right?
Yes.
This stuff, from my limited education, is not popular unless you're smoking it. People think smoking it is the way to go to cure pain. This stuff actually, and I can say it because I've used it, it helps with neuropathy.
This stuff?
Yeah?
Have you ever tried CBD?
I have not.
Faith, have you?
Yes,
And
it works. It
Well,
works.
it works.
I've used it on my
I'd be
daughter.
willing to try
I've used it
it.
on my daughter.
well, the amazing thing about this, and we'll get right back to you in a second, the amazing thing about all of this is that I want to bring it to the Hispanic culture correctly, with education, with legalities, the differences between those things out there that are illegal, because it's not done properly, it's not imported properly, it is the reason they're having problems with it outside the state of Colorado and San Francisco. There's rules to be followed. If you follow the rules, you won't have any problems. Among the Hispanic culture, I spoke to people in my family yesterday, and they're like, yeah, you smoke a joint and you're okay. No, I'm not talking about that. It's not the education. That's what's been missing.
But it's legal in all 50 states, and Faith is this incredibly well-versed and educated pharmacist, biochemist, amongst other things of the Faith Washington Show, and we call her Pinup. Speaking of Pinup, you know what today is, February.
Yes, it's her month?
Mine.
Or it's your month?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still on.
Anyway, that's why I asked Faith about the CBD, because Faith reads every ingredient. Faith does not work with any products that she does not believe are pure
Jesus Christ,
and
you're a
full of integrity.
biochemist? She's a biochemist.
Did you not know that either?
I didn't know that. I knew she was
Callie,
in
you
the
need
pharmacist
you need a
business, but I didn't know
list.
she was a biochemist.
Darling,
Yes.
you need the
Now
list.
I know why this whole. Now I know why you put this together.
Actually, can I tell you the truth?
No,
It
don't
just
say
came-
it.
It just came
Don't
to me
say
while I was
it.
sitting here.
So I had another company give me some ingredients, and I gave it to Handcuff and her representative from Connecticut.
Yeah.
And they came back and they gave me a full-blown analysis of it and the difference. And I went to another party and asked them, and the same information was given to me. So then I strictly went towards the products that you gave me, because I have 2 feet, and so I put one on one and one on the other. And I put this one on my left, which is worse than my right. And this stuff actually helps. It helps. Cure? I didn't say cure. I didn't say cure. I said helps.
Because you have cannabidiol in it, you have the CBD, and it's not the proprietary blend. And
What is a proprietary blend?
But why Alex said it's legal in all 50 states, do you remember someone said to us, well, what states is it legal in?
That was
All
the same
states.
gentleman that gave me the wrong information.
But all the states it's legal in, and that's what's really important.
Yes.
You can sell that.
Yes, we can sell that because we follow the 2014 Farming Act. A lot of products that you see on the shelves do not. It'll say grown in Colorado.
And now
Grown in
Colorado,
Kentucky.
being grown in Colorado, does not make it legal to sell it outside of Colorado.
They can sell it in Colorado, correct, but they cannot sell it over state lines.
You see that? Now, that's amazing. Now I don't know what to do anymore.
Why? You confused?
Because you know how many CBD ointments there are on the market?
Well, you know how many
Many.
companies there are? Exactly.
So you're buying something you shouldn't be buying.
Well,
Yeah, well, people aren't educated. I mean, they're not educated on what they're buying,
that's why they're here.
you know?
We're here to
why we're
educate
here.
them, as Freddy said.
Educate them. And we have to do this show in Spanish. Tú hablas español, right?
Un poquito.
Un poquito.
I lost a little bit growing up.
Where did you put it?
Huh?
Where did it go?
I have no. Well, I stopped using it. Is what happened. It was my first language. I spoke only Spanish, and then I started to speak English. And my brothers went to school, and my grandmothers didn't speak English, and they watched us, so I kept speaking. And then went out to the working world, and I kind of stopped using it as much, and it dwindled.
So if I bring like Patty in here and we sit down, we do this in Spanish, you can do it, right?
I can understand
Who's
and not.
Patty?
Yes, see, no.
Patty is for Tenet Hospital, and they're very interested in this
Does
stuff
Melissa
as
know
well.
Patty?
No, I'm going to introduce them.
I was just wondering. if
I
you
just
knew who
met
Patty
Melissa.
was.
How does she know
I know
anybody?
Patty. We go
Oh,
way
where's
back.
Patty? I know
Patty,
Patty.
Patty is with Tenet Hospitals, and there's a show that we do tomorrow night called You and Your Doctor, and Tenet brings us 3,000 doctors, and she's Latina, and she's very into this whole thing as well. But I would like to get not only her, but another Hispanic and myself involved, and there are doctors in Miami that want to get involved. Everybody wants to get involved, but I want to see how many of these guys really come step forward. It's an important, vital piece. You know, Faith,
Pain management.
Faith, I got to tell you, now that I see you here, because I stayed away from you because you had the flu, but now that I see you, you gave us a pill for,
The biotics.
I'm going to tell you something.
Complete biotic.
Holy smokes,
Yeah.
what is in that juice?
I told you, it's tributyrate. It is a completely different product than anybody has on the market right now, and it will replace probiotics. They will remove probiotics from the market at some point because of the way this product works. It actually optimizes the intestines so that your food is absorbed, so it closes the gaps where the cells have become inflamed, and taking probiotics on a long-term basis or even short-term can actually cause problems for your
Irritation.
intestines.
Yeah, irritation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know, she's right.
Absolutely.
Now, I got another question for you. The material, this is the first thing I do in the morning is I have a glass of water with that pill. That's the first thing, is you got to take it and it goes. But the bottom line is, if you take magnesium, that's the example, magnesium is a very important element apparently.
Yes.
But if you take a lot of magnesium, too much magnesium, as Daphne will tell you, you end up having to go
You're
live in
going
the
to go to
bathroom.
the bathroom,
Yeah.
correct.
So, but is magnesium and this pill that you're taking, do they have something in common?
No, there's nothing in common with them. They work differently. Obviously, magnesium is a mineral. The tributyrate is a substance that, once again, optimizes the intestines. You can take them concurrently. It's not a problem. But magnesium really does help with evacuation or going to the bathroom if that's an issue that you have.
Magnesium does.
Yes, but
Okay.
it also forms an important biochemical substrate throughout the body for different biochemical processes. So it's vital to have it, and when people are missing it, especially women, and I've been taking magnesium glycinate for 15 years, and it helps in so many different processes in the body. You can't even name
I
it.
wanted to touch on that because I know that we're taking that pill, and the pill is fantastic.
Yes,
and for some reason, I don't know why it works the way it works on me, but it cuts down on my appetite.
Yep. Because
Everything's
your intestine, your stomach, your small intestine, the large intestine are starting to heal. And as it begins to heal, the lack of inflammation, okay, when your body's inflamed in the intestines, those cells are opened, they swell up. That's why people get diverticulitis, diverticulosis, colitis, Crohn's disease. All of those disease states are curable. Curable. Hope you're hearing this. Curable.
Hope you're hearing this.
Back. We missed her.
Oh my
But
goodness.
do you know? But I'm going to tell you, diverticulitis is deadly and is painful to watch when somebody goes through it. I have never in my life witnessed anything. It brought tears to my eyes. But if you're telling me that stuff that you have will help with that, and I'm living proof again, I'm not curing anything. I'm going to tell you something. I feel pretty good.
Yep.
This way down is feeling pretty good all of a sudden. But I take this thing religiously. It's the first thing I take.
Yep.
Then jumping back onto your oils, it allows me to work. It allows me to use it and use it correctly, and it makes a change. I think it's important. Education, education, education. Everybody's different.
It's
For you,
a
it's
Freddy
different.
healthcare program. I love this.
Yeah, but the bottom line here is if you should try different things until you find what works.
But is that a vape pen for CBD?
It's CBD.
Is it
Stop
vape?
it.
Yes.
Is it a vape pen for it?
It's a vape
Yeah,
pen.
look at this. Hold on.
I brought
I'm
that. I
looking
don't know
at
if you guys
Is
have seen
is
that.
your mic on?
I don't know.
Or did you
Yes.
get-
It wants to be when it grows up. But look at this. Like,
Yes, it's a vape pen.
So that's 100 milligrams of straight CBD mixed with terpenes.
I want you to touch on the difference also on the 120, the gold. I know you don't have it here.
Oh, yeah.
But the gold is an individual 120 shot. It's not the jar 120. Tell them the
Right.
difference.
It's, yeah, we have a gold applicator. It's 3,600 milligrams in the applicator. It's 120 milligrams per serving.
Per serving.
Yes, per serving.
Yes.
It's
Not in the jar,
Right. It is the strongest CBD on the market.
which is unreal. They gave me
Yeah.
3 pills of that stuff. I'm going to tell you, I was looking for this one
Yeah.
on every street corner because I needed that. It changes, it defogs you.
Yeah.
It makes you right on point for some reason. Again, I'm not a chemist. Can you imagine being married to Faith
Well,
Washington, the
I'm telling you,
biochemist?
because she's this 6-foot-tall, gorgeous blonde
Scary.
pinup as a biochemist. People want to know the name of this biotic, though. They're asking me, Ada.
Complete Biotic.
And how do you get it?
You can get it on Amazon. Amazon.com.
Complete Biotic.
Complete
The name
Biotic.
of the company is Helis, correct?
Helis Health.
It
Correct.
is amazing. If you have diverticulitis, if you have issues.
Crohn's, anything with your
Crohn's.
intestines, anything.
Can you imagine if Les, I don't know where he is, was taking this stuff, he probably wouldn't have the problems he has.
Unfortunately, my husband's partner passed away from a ruptured diverticulitis, 50 years old. He went
And
to
it
the
didn't need to
hospital,
happen.
and it perforated, and he passed away. 10 children, 50-year-old orthopedic surgeon,
And
just a
the-
couple months ago.
And an ounce of prevention, what's that old saying?
An ounce of prevention is worth 1,000.
pound of cure.
There you go.
Ounce of
The
prevention
Puerto
is
Rican
worth
only
a
knows
pound
half
of
the deal. At least she knows the other half. But I'm going to tell you, and again, among Hispanic or my culture,
Yeah.
they eat a lot of starch. The bellies are from here to Norway. They have to put a wheel on it to get around. They just don't understand the system. It tastes good, but it's killing you.
Right.
You know, I mean, your
has to be
liver, your
balanced.
cleansing,
Yep.
that powder that Chef Olga gave
The
me.
MSM.
I take that every day.
Look how far you've come. Talk about TBT Thursday.
Exactly.
When I met you, forget first show, where were you with your health?
I was heading towards intensive care.
In the toilet.
And now look how far we've all grown. We've all grown here,
well,
and because of this platform, you've gotten
Well, I may
healthier.
still end up in intensive care, but it ain't going to be because of that.
But because of this platform that we've all grown from not sitting on my hands, we have Faith Washington and Jamie and Alex and all these amazing alternative healing modalities we bring forward.
Yes.
Your health has gotten better.
Yes, and do you know my son 2 years ago screamed at me and says, "You CBD that." And I said, "What the hell is that?"
Which son?
Freddie.
Really?
He says, "Dad, this is the best." So he gives me a card of this guy. This is before anybody started. He had a card, right, with a phone number and his name. That's all they had. So I said, "I'm going to buy CBD for the phone number and the name." No, I don't think so. He spent $10 on the card. You want me to? I'm not going to put my health on that. He says, "Dad, I'm telling you, get it." And I didn't. But it was when I started the ointments, when I started to take some of the pills. Even for a headache, I heard you can put it on your side of your head.
Yeah,
Right?
there's a salve topical. that you
I have
can
tried
put.
that too. I am the migraine queen, so I've tried that.
You're the
Daphne told me-
migraine king.
Queen. I'm telling you, it's really bad. And monthly, oh, it's horrible. So Daphne told me if you smell it, and you take 3 deep breaths of it, and then you put it on your temples and the back of your neck, and right here under, and the frenulum of your nose. Amazing.
What are you putting?
The cream, the ointment.
You put it here in the back
Put
of
it
your
here
neck?
so you know you'll always
Can you
you'll
send me a
smell it.
picture?
No.
Come on.
No.
You have to go pick up nuggets.
All right, you gotta go pick up nuggets.
What kind
Go
of,
pick up nuggets.
what's a nugget?
The things that we made.
For our
They
children.
walk around, they go to school. we
Oh, your
pick up
children
Oh,
nuggets.
nuggets.
You know, that's cute. Thank you for stopping by the cafe.
Great meeting both of
Thank
you.
you, lady.
You always have a
You.
home and we'll do something.
Jamie, how can people find you?
You can find us at www.livelovecbd.com.
Not Live Love Yoga.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that.
LiveLoveCBD.com.
Do you love yoga?
I do love yoga.
And you're always at yoga? Do you have a business called
I
yoga?
haven't had time for yoga.
Do you have a business called yoga?
No, I don't.
So
But
on
I
your
sell
show?
yoga clothes, yoga.
Is that what it is? Because on the show you said, "Welcome to CBD Live Love Yoga."
I did.
Twice.
I don't know who owns that, but I should Google it and see. It's something I should probably
When
own.
are you going to Yoga Fest? When is that coming up?
February 24th
And
in
you will
Fort
be there
Lauderdale.
with
We will be
Bitsy Bottom
there
in this.
with the CBD. We will also be there with bitsybottom.com. And I'll be there with my daughter. It'll be a fun
and
filled
where
day.
is Yoga Fest?
It is in Fort Lauderdale at
At the convention center?
Huizinga.
Oh,
Huizinga?
okay.
Yes.
That's it?
Oh,
Yes.
from
You can
Oma
look
to
at
Daphne.
Yoga Fest FL on Instagram or Facebook
Live
and get
Love
the exact location.
CBD. And
Now-
you can find Faith tonight.
Yes, but are you going to be doing anything with your product where people can come and meet and greet, like a meet and, it's called a meet and greet, right?
Yes.
A meet and greet?
Yes, we're working on setting up a seminar for February. So as soon as I get the details on that, I will definitely share it with everybody. But you can follow us on Facebook, Live Love CBD, and we'll post everything there as well.
Well, I got another idea. We should do a meet and greet, like when we have Olga, when we have Faith.
Yes,
we
we
do
have
meet and
something here
greets.
in the gallery.
And we have them to the gallery, and then we'll
Yeah.
hook her up. And
And John Wellman will be here because I know John and
Yes.
Jamie and Faith
The
will all put a show
Vitalizer.
together.
Vitalizer, yes.
and I'm bringing a horse so that John can do a demonstration.
I have Barry.
No, that's
No,
that's not a real
That's a
horse.
stuffed.
Hey, John, will we work on unicorns? Because you know, unicorns are
John,
just like horses
she's
with a horn.
off the mark today. But I think we should do like a meet and greet. We'll have people,
Yeah.
you'll come and we'll do a show. We'll talk just like we did today.
Like a
and people
wellness gathering.
Yes.
And we can
That's a
introduce
great idea.
that
Bring on
that
Heal
pill.
Itself.
That the
Yeah,
owner of that
I'll
pill.
I'll bring
We
all
gotta
the
talk about
cleanse
that.
systems. We'll do it all.
And we'll have the biochemist. Man, you know
Yes.
something? Not for nothing, but you giving me like 400 different ideas. And it's just a different delivery on this thing. It could be pretty cool.
It just keeps growing.
All right.
You can find Faith Washington tonight at 7:30 on WNN 95.3 FM 1470 AM. Faith Washington Show.
Yes.
Helis Pro. What is it? The
Complete biotic. It's
Helis
tributyl.
Complete Biotic. I'm telling you, that
Get
and
it.
a magnesium, ladies, you're good to go.
Get
Add
it.
some extra fiber. You know what I'm saying. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Tomorrow is Healthy Super Bowl Snacks. Fitness
Yes.
Friday.
Yes,
We've
call in
got-
with your Super Bowl snack
We've got
recipes.
tips from Tammy joining us. She's making some special cookies for you, Freddie.
Right here.
Have a great day,
Yeah.
everyone. Be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.